Wasn't expecting that. That was actually surprisingly... Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. You just caught me finishing up Nyankees, Volume 6. Well, now that you're here, I guess I might as well review it. So I'll just put this back a second. And without further ado, let's get right into the review. So welcome back to Sean O'Mac. Like you saw, today I'm going to be reviewing a pretty short series, only 6 volumes, called Nyankees. And this one kind of took me by surprise, so I'm going to talk to you about it, tell you my thoughts and opinions. So, Nyankees, what is it about, other than you might be able to guess it's something cat related, and yeah, it is. So imagine your general story of delinquents, right? You know, the Japanese delinquent type. You take those, you know, the guys that fight, they scrap for territory, they cause mischief, right? These guys sort of here. Now, what happens if you were to make those guys into cats? I wasn't actually expecting too much from this series, but it did deliver on what I was expecting. It was full of comedic moments and plenty of cat fights, and at one point I was completely immersed because I could hear my own bastard cat outside having a fight with others. So, you know, really, I thought, wow, this is really becoming real. My cat is not very friendly. Yeah. Now, I actually was pleasantly surprised to see how the story evolved. I think the pace was pretty good and pretty consistent, other than for Volume 3, which sort of stopped. You know, there was some really good plot progression, and then Volume 3 was a bit stale, didn't really go anywhere. But save for Volume 3, the rest of it was really good, really progressed nicely. So yeah, it did surprise me because I've never heard of this manga. I picked it up on a complete whim, knowing that it was 6 volumes, and I thought, well, if I just buy the 6 volumes, you know, even if it is trash, I can just sell it as one series. But no, it's actually good. Like I said, the comedy is great. It's, you know, very feline because they're cats. So a lot of things that cats do, when it translates to showing them as humans doing things that cats do, can be quite funny. And there's a few moments involving like catnip and stuff like that where it's quite comedic. As well as that, like I mentioned, the fighting was actually very interesting to look at. I generally found it more interesting when the fights were shown in cat form, because some of the like stances they throw out are just mad. They're like weird, like JoJo cats. I don't know, that some fighting stances were just absolutely wild. I thought it was great. So this series surprisingly had a lot more charm than I was anticipating, especially with the last 2 volumes as the story was coming to a close. Got pretty heartfelt and had some, you know, sort of serious heartwarming moments. You know, it had some pretty, you know, sort of wholesome and heartwarming commentary about life in general, but mostly, of course, relating to the life of a stray cat. You know, talking about why it's great to be a stray cat and the many goals they have and the dreams, and, you know, not to throw your life away even if you are on the streets, sort of thing. You know, there was a lot of like actually quite heartfelt messages included in here. You know, it may have nearly, very nearly got a tear out of me, very nearly, or maybe I did, who knows. Going back to like the plot itself, it isn't like mind-blowing, but for this series it didn't need to be. It just sort of centers on this wandering stray named Ryusei, and the long and short of it is that he is looking for a cat that, you know, he once was great friends with and fought with, and then that cat ran away, and he's just looking to try and find him, and he sort of integrates himself, you know, not meaning to, into this other cat society, and then that's how the story progresses, and there's twists and turns, and there's actually like betrayals and stuff, so there's quite a lot going into it. But yeah, it mostly just focuses on like Ryusei, the main cat, and how his relationship develops with the other cats, as well as how their relationship sort of develops with each other. Yeah, this manga really did take me by surprise. So I guess to summarize, pleasantly surprised. It was a really solid read, full of feline comedy. It had, for me, a wholly satisfying ending. As of the last volume, I wasn't sure how it was going to progress towards the ending, but the way it did I thought was really sweet. Other than that, it had some really touching moments that I think would even make a grumpy old Moggy a tad starry-eyed. So for the final score, I would give this series 4 gangster cats out of 5. And that's that. Let me know what you thought. Let me know if you've read Nyankees or if you've got anything similar that you think I would like or that you like. And that's that. Let me know how you enjoyed it. Let me know if you do read it. And thank you very much for watching. I will catch you in the next one. Sean O'Mac, out.